If you want to smell like fresh air, clean skin, and sunshine, then this video is for you. I know spring just started. However, here in Portugal, we already have some summer days, which inspired me to do this video today, as I have a lot of new freshie discoveries this year already, to the point that I cannot wait to share them with you all, starting with today's sponsor. This is a brand called Baron Philo. It is a clothing brand from Austria, and they recently launched a fragrance called L'été du Baron, which means the summer of the Baron. As you can see, it has this cute teddy bear lid, which is actually the mascot of the brand. If you search for Baron Philo, they are actually popular because of their mascot bear. And I just love the fact that they put it in their lid. And guys, the lid is heavy, okay? And the bottle too. I find the bottle so cute, and the color blue is perfect as well for the vibe of this fragrance. L'été du Baron is a sparkling, zesty, citrusy, aquatic scent that I think will be perfect this upcoming summertime or even this springtime. The opening, I will say, is very zesty and citrusy. The ginger and citrus are the main notes that I'm getting from this fragrance in the opening. And then as it dries down, there is something aquatic and refreshing about it. I guess it's coming from the prominent tea, neroli, and aquatic notes. Imagine sipping a sparkling lemon iced tea while in the Mediterranean Sea. That is the vibe of L'été du Baron. It is definitely refreshing. I have worn this couple of times to test it out properly. I mean, I literally finished my sample size, okay? Because the perfume came with a sample. So you can actually test the fragrance first and decide for yourself if you enjoy the scent. Because if not, you can return the bottle, of course, with an unopened box. So yeah, I love when a brand pays attention to these small details, because to me, that means they are serious and they really want you to enjoy their scent. And yeah, that's my experience with Baron Philo. So I have finished the sample size. And on top of that, I have used this fragrance for 3 consecutive days to give you the final tea, or like my final thought about it. I think it is a fantastic, fresh, and clean fragrance, perfect for springtime and this upcoming summer. It is in the same ballpark as Louis Vuitton's Imagination. So if you enjoy that scent, you will probably enjoy L'été du Baron as well. I would say L'été du Baron is more of like an aquatic and more citrusy, less soapy version of Imagination. Having said that, citrusy, zesty, aquatic scent that will leave you smelling fresh and clean. Very easy wear. I can imagine wearing this fragrance as a casual everyday scent this summertime. And yeah, I really enjoy this fragrance. When it comes to performance, I love that it lasted me around 5 to 7 hours. It lasts even longer on clothes, and it's super light and airy with a long lasting stay on clothes. I highly recommend L'été du Baron to you guys. And in case you are interested, I do have a discount code for you listed in the description box below. I also want to mention that this perfume is crafted in Switzerland and Austria. So I could really tell that the quality is there. There's no type of screechiness or whatsoever. So yeah, once again, L'été du Baron by Baron Philo, a fresh, citrusy, aquatic fragrance. All right, next up is a brand from Switzerland, and I have talked about this brand before in my channel. This is Pernoire, and the perfume that I'm talking about in today's video is Yuma. I have already talked about Yuma in my channel, and if you've watched that video of mine wherein I talked about Yuma, you know that I enjoy this perfume as well. This is such a refreshing, zesty, minty, musky scent that I find quite cooling. Probably because of the peppermint note in this fragrance. I imagine drinking yuzu and mint tea in front of the Swiss Alps, so I could also feel like cold air in my face. This is a refreshing and cooling, musky scent that I think a lot of you will enjoy this upcoming summertime. The six perfumes in today's video have the same vibe in them, and they are all refreshing, all like summer freshie in a bottle. And Yuma is no exception. I will say this is in the same ballpark as Torino 21 by Xerjoff. So if you love that fragrance, you will also enjoy Yuma. But yeah, to me, Yuma is more likable as the mint is not too strong. It is perfectly balanced with the musk, vetiver, and yuzu. So the mint doesn't really smell like mint toothpaste. It's a very well done mint scent, in my opinion, and I highly recommend it. This is a beautiful unisex yuzu mint tea scent that I think a lot of you will enjoy. Definitely a refreshing and cooling fragrance. Performance is above average as this lasts around 5 to 7 hours as well, and it even lasts longer on clothes, guys. Yeah. Once again, Yuma by Pernoire, and this perfume is unisex. Right, next up is another fresh citrusy scent. This is Bobo Intense by Carner, Barcelona. Basically, this is more of like an intensified bobo. If you are a fan of Carner, you know that bobo is one of their best sellers, and basically they just made an intense version of that summer bestseller. So basically, Bobo Intense still smells like that signature citrusy, soft white florals of the Bobo OG, with an intensified vanilla and musk combo in the final dry down. This is such a beautiful freshie that I think a lot of you will love. This as well is giving Mediterranean sea vibes. This will definitely be in my summer perfume tray because I enjoy this perfume so much. I think it is the perfect balance of citrus, soft white florals like jasmine, lily of the valley, sweet musk, and vanilla. Everything is well balanced. I won't say that it is more citrusy or more floral. All the notes are blended perfectly, making it a perfect everyday freshie this summertime. Love Bobo Intense. Performance is outstanding as it lasts around 5 to 7 hours as well, and it lingers beautifully on clothes. Once again, Bobo Intense by Carner, Barcelona. And I find this fragrance to be unisex. Next up is the OG of all the freshies, Wulong Cha by Nishane. Of course, this perfume has to be here because this is my favorite citrus tea scent. Yeah, very straightforward yet a lot of impact. This is a perfect oolong tea, fig, citrus, and musk combo that a lot of people enjoy. There's something about this fragrance that is effortlessly elegant as well. I can also imagine myself wearing this fragrance on a daily basis this upcoming summertime. I would say if you are looking for the best citrusy tea fig combo, I highly recommend you checking out Wulong Cha. It has an amazing performance as well as it lasts more than 7 hours, especially if you overspray on clothes. Once again, Wulong Cha by Nishane, and I find this fragrance to be perfectly unisex. Right, the last two fragrances are very affordable because I know a lot of you guys are looking for something affordable as well. And I mean less than $50. So, first up is Bamboo Reflection by Arabiyat Prestige. So, this is an aquatic and green minty fragrance that I think a lot of you will enjoy. This is very refreshing too because of the mint note that it has. It also has lavender that is more of like an aromatic in the background. The final dry down of this fragrance is kind of like an aquatic, minty, woody scent. Perfect this summer. Bamboo Reflection is inspired by Torino 21, and I will say that they are very, very similar. Bamboo Reflection captured that minty musk combo in Torino 21 perfectly. It is such a cooling scent. So if you're looking for an affordable, fresh, cooling, and clean scent this upcoming summer, then I highly, highly recommend you Bamboo Reflection by Arabiyat Prestige. Performance on this one, I would say, is moderate. Lasts me around 4 to 6 hours, but it lasts longer on clothes. Once again, Bamboo Reflection by Arabiyat Prestige, and I find this fragrance to be unisex. All right, and last but not the least is also from Arabiyat Prestige, and this is Mouda High End. Now, this fragrance, I will say, is more of like fresh, spicy, citrusy tea scent. Very refreshing and cooling as well. Now, what I love about this fragrance is that it's not just pure on citrus, it also has some soft floral aspect plus that very remarkable tea. So to me, this is more of like a tea scent that has fresh spices, very refreshing and cooling. I love that in the final dry down, it actually becomes a bit woody. So it's not just like a citrus tea. So, you know, the difference of this fragrance from the other perfume in today's video is that the final dry down of it is quite woody. So I'm going to categorize this fragrance as a citrusy, tea, woody scent that also feels very refreshing and cooling. If you're looking for an affordable, refreshing tea, woody scent combo, then I highly recommend you checking out Mouda High End. This is apparently inspired by Dolce & Gabbana's Velvet Infusion, which I haven't tried yet, so can't comment on that. However, I have talked about this fragrance many times in my channel because I really, really do enjoy it, and I think that a lot of you will enjoy it too. Once again, Mouda High End by Arabiyat Prestige, and this perfume is also unisex. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are the 6 fresh and clean fragrances that I will highly recommend you checking out. If you want to smell like fresh air, clean skin, and sunshine, let me know what you think of them. And if you have any perfume with the same vibe, let us know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye!